Brought to you by Naturals To Go, the VIBEcast is your gateway to realizing your entrepreneurial dreams.
Hey folks, welcome to VIBEcast. It's Linda Ballesteros and I am your host today. And we are going to have a fun time today. But I first want to share with you an article. This is out of Forbes. It specifically talked about franchising trends. Part of the article went like this. In 2024, more young entrepreneurs entered the industry right out of school, eager to take advantage of franchises' potential for success. Some of these newcomers are opting for a semi-absentee model where they manage their franchise while still maintaining income from other sources. This flexibility makes franchising accessible to a broader range of individuals, fueling industry growth. And I tell you what, our guest today certainly knows all about the industry growth. My guest today is Red Boswell. Red is president of IFPG, that's International Franchise Professional Group. And it is an organization of over 1,500 franchise professionals. And that includes franchisors, franchise consultants and brokers, as well as lenders and others who help candidates achieve their dream of business ownership. Hey, Red, so good to see you, my friend. Thank you for carving some time out of your busy day for us.
Well, honored to connect again, Linda, and welcome to the beautiful North Texas. I heard you just moved up this way, and we're honored to have you.
Well, thank you very much. It is good to be back for sure. So, Red, tell us just a little bit about, first, what is it about franchising that just makes your heart pump?
What doesn't make your heart pump? Franchising is such a fun industry. And, there's probably quite a few wondering, what in the world is this number 7 on his hat? So I'll get that out of the way real quick. IFPG has been voted by the franchisors of the world, #1 franchise broker group, 6 years in a row, but we're going for lucky number 7. And in fact, on the back of it, more than luck. So we're praying those franchisors give us another lucky number 7 years in a row as the #1 referral consulting group in the world. But anyway, franchising, what is not to love? Everyone, you talked about young people. Hey, they are finally catching on and getting enlightened to the world of franchising more than ever. But whether they're 27 or 77, they are excited about getting freedom, flexibility, get rid of that boss breathing down your neck. Don't have to travel everywhere and miss your grandkids or kids' soccer games. The freedom, flexibility, and unlimited potential, not to mention the positivity that you make on your community and on your own family and in your own lifestyle. So franchising meets you where you're at. There's an opportunity for just about anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. There is, Red. And so I know that you have quite a variety of concepts that your consultants are able to present to candidates. Do you see any trends that are happening out there? It seems that there are so many brands and industries that are turning to that franchise business model.
There are. If you can follow a proven system for success and you want to get there faster with less hassle and less financial nightmares, well, franchising, again, could be that right fit for folks. And more industries, more and more successful entrepreneurs are realizing, oh my gosh, I could scale this so much faster using other people's time, money, and effort, and be a blessing to those people at the same time by sharing the wealth of knowledge and success that I've accomplished through my original concept. Now I'm going to franchise it and help others do exactly what I've done, but they're going to do it faster and with less headaches and hassles because I've got all the arrows in my back as the pioneer. And so, yeah, more and more caring people are turning to franchising to franchise and grow their successful business. And obviously more and more success seekers, freedom seekers, flexibility, lifestyle seekers, whatever that hot button is in your heart, are turning to franchising as well to achieve that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And what I'm also seeing, Red, is that there are more families entering that franchise business opportunity because there's something for everybody. And it's great to teach the kiddos some great working skills and work ethics from the very beginning. Are you seeing more families?
I just got off a call with a husband and wife team. They've got a 19-year-old and a 7-year-old, big 12-year-old
Wow.
gap there. I did not ask if it was an accident, but anyway, they were adamant they wanted the flexibility and freedom. They had both been in the military for 20 years. They knew how to follow a proven system, military folks, but they're like, hey, we're done with being bossed around. We want freedom and flexibility. Give us the guidance. Tell us what we need to do. We will do it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, these guys are such a perfect fit for it. Another example, Linda, I have 3 kids of my own. I've got an 18-year-old, 20-year-old, 22-year-old. So all in college, all, I'm a franchise fanatic, been at it since they were all born. And I always wondered, I really had a little bit of concern, are they going to be repelled by my love and fanaticism for franchising, or, pray God, they be attracted to it? And I've been really blessed that they are attracted to it. They see how much I love it. They see the fulfillment I receive from it. And so all 3 of them, since they were 16, have had jobs, jobs, in franchising. But that's while they're in high school, while they're in college. Here I am, fast forward, I've got a 22-year-old. He's 2 months from graduating college. He has already told me, Dad, he became the youngest certified franchise consultant in history at just almost 20. So very proud of him for being a consultant with us. However, he's like, Dad, when I graduate, I am never, this goes back to your Forbes article, I will never work for anyone. And I'm like, are you sure, buddy? Because we ain't independently wealthy, and you do not have a lot of money either, brother. And he goes, no, I'm a consultant. I can make the money. And he is consulting, and he's like, as soon as I can, maybe with help from me a little bit, we're gonna buy a franchise. He wants to consult people and own a franchise. Those are the 2 things he wants to do. And guess what? He's heard me on the phone many times go, riches are in the niches. Find you a niche. And I've also talked about money's in the non-sexy opportunities. And, I don't expect him, it's going to fall on deaf ears usually. He has totally bought into that. He's getting himself something that nobody wants, some, dirty janitorial type thing, going to make him a lot of money and give him freedom to pursue the fun. He's already saying, Dad, when I have kids, I'm hitting every soccer game. I was like, dude, I coached every soccer game. I was in every baseball game. I coached every basketball game. He goes, I know, but I'm gonna do even more than you. Okay, you're gonna have more kids than 3. Cool, let's do it.
I love it. I love it. And one of the things that you just touched on as well, Red, is that being a consultant is a great option for some of these kids that are coming, I don't call them kids, some of these young people that are coming out of college, because they know a lot of people at that point that are looking for that thing, and whatever that thing is. And coming out of college, I think they're more open to it. So consulting would be a good option, wouldn't it?
It can be for the right person. They have to have discipline, and a lot of younger people are not ready for that discipline yet. They do need to have a really solid communication style, which tends to come over time. And they're going to have 2 or 3, 4, maybe 6 months with no income. So as long as they can deal with the getting ramped up, boy, the good things, they got no kids typically.
Right.
They have no overhead. Go live with mom and dad for a little while longer. Get rid of your pride. That's what my son's doing. And if you've got very minimal overhead with no spouse, or maybe a spouse with an income, and no high maintenance, expensive kids, you're healthy. I mean, you got everything going. You can live on $1,000 a month. That's beer money basically. And man, let's build your future where when you're 28, you never got to work again. Hallelujah. What kind of lifestyle would that be? You build an empire like that. So, I wish I'd gone back and started that when I was 20 like he did,
Yeah. Yeah. I would have even loved to know more about the franchise model when I came out of corporate in 2004. Even then, I didn't know that much about franchising. I didn't discover it until much later. But I believe that because so many concepts are turning to that franchise business model, we are seeing that. And I think people are more educated about it, don't you?
They are getting more and more educated because we got this open economy. You don't have to go to the library anymore. You got to just
Right.
search anything and everything. I mean, 20 times a day, I'm like, oh, let's see what Google says about that. You can never
Yeah.
do that when you're growing up. I love it so
Yeah.
much. And so people are doing stuff like ways to work from home. How can I work in an RV on from the road? What are the best consulting things? How can I get into business for cheap? There are all these great phrases, and now AI is making it even more accessible. We're
Mhm.
doing all sorts of cool stuff with AI at IFPG to help our consultants grow their practices more efficiently. And so life just gets better and better all the time when you're in franchising and when you're a business owner with the right support structures in place to help you live your best life.
Yeah, definitely. So, Red, I know that you have a lot going on, and I certainly want to respect your time. But if there is someone listening right now that is thinking, I am just tired of the 9 to 5, what would you suggest that they do from the very start? What is some advice that you would give them if they are looking for a way to start their own business, be that entrepreneur, have some of that time freedom that you were mentioning?
Do not fret. Do not look down on yourself. Believe in the abundance mentality. There is so many opportunities all around us. Franchising has so many of them, of course. Whether it's you have the discipline and work ethic to work from home as a consultant, we can support them, we can train them. It's still a little bit of investment to get certified and to get those lead flowing going, but it's a fraction of what most businesses would cost. So that's one opportunity for the right individual. And you know what? They can do it on the side hustle. So if most people can't leave their job. I get it. Do it on the side till you build it up. And then you can ultimately step away and run that. That's wonderful. That's one opportunity. But if consulting's not right for you, you're just not a people person. You just don't love giving back. Hey, there are lots of opportunities. You can be a selfish son of a gun. All right, but you still got to prove that you can follow a proven system for success and listen to someone who's gone before you. If you've got that mentality, you're not a super hardcore entrepreneur, in other words, because entrepreneurs think they know it all. Let's be real. If you don't know it all and you're willing to follow that proven system, got a little bit of credit, got a little bit of money, you got to have that anyway if you're going to start your own business. So might as well do it in a franchise that's going to get you there faster, more affordably, get you more buying power, get you better marketing opportunities, get you some moral support, local support, get you everything you need to succeed faster and more profitably. And ultimately, it's been proven time and time and time again through studies and through surveys. When you sell, you're going to get a whole lot more. The literal apples and apples comparison of franchise business, non-franchise business. Franchise businesses with the same cash flow, same EBITDA, same everything have sold for an average of 50% more than a non-franchise business because of the household name status, because of the proven systems for success and the more buyer pool, lots of reasons. But, and I'm talking fast, but I get so fired up about folks who want to take their life back. They want to get freedom. They just don't know how. And that's my fulfillment in life, other than my family and my faith, is helping people achieve their dreams through business ownership, because it's not just about money. I'm reading a book called The Five Wealths. It's all about, you get wealth in money, wealth in time, wealth in relationships with your family and friends, wealth in activities or events and, experiences. And then there's a fifth one I forget. But anyway, it's health. And so it's not just about money. It's about full lifestyle. And, heck, if I live to be 100, I don't want to be crippled for 30 years. I want to love life at 100. And to do that, I need money and lifestyle to stay healthy, to build relationships, to build experiences, to encompass it all for a truly fulfilling life. And I believe franchising can be that answer to get them rolling on the other 4 or 5 axles of success for a whole lot of people. They don't even realize it.
Oh, I agree 100% with you on that, Red. And in fact, I wrote an article about full spectrum health
Ah,
and full spectrum wealth, that is. And
nice.
it incorporated a lot of what you just mentioned. But I also don't want to mislead the listeners. It's work.
Amen to that.
It
Yes.
is work,
Yeah.
so it's not like you hang the shingle out and you have a line of people waiting to bust your doors down. It is a lot of work. But the thing is, with the franchise model, there's people there to help you.
Yep.
You're not by yourself.
If you're lazy, go get you a job. Do not go into entrepreneurship or franchising. You will fail. You got to have that work ethic. I said that number one as a consultant. Work ethic and good communication skills will take you all the way to the top, but you got to have them or you're going to fail. And that's in most franchising, frankly.
Yes, most definitely. Red, and if someone's listening and they'd like to know a little bit more about what IFPG does, where would they go to find that?
I appreciate that, Linda. We do on IFPG.com. IFPG.org is, I guess, the official website, IFPG.org. There's the logo. But let's connect on LinkedIn. Certainly, I post numerous times a day, videos and events. IFPG, we are a connector in franchising. I mean, we train people to be consultants. We support them 250 days a year with additional free training. We have 8 events around the country, including a 1,000-person event in the fall, a virtual event in the spring with 400 plus. We've got 6 regional mixers with 150 to 200 people at them. We've got on franchisewire.com, franchiseconsultantmagazine.com, Franchise Discover video podcast, franchise radio audio podcast. I mean, we are a full-on marketing company connecting franchise professionals. So whether you're a franchisor, wanting to grow with a low financial risk return on adding franchisees, you're a supplier wanting to connect with the franchise world, or you're certainly interested in being a franchise consultant. We do it all, and we do it really well, and we've been voted number 1 for 6 years in a row, baby. So we'd love to help somebody if they have an interest.
Oh, I love that. Again, Red, thank you so much for carving some time out. It's always good to see your face and hear your excitement. And I love staying connected with you on social media. So that's a great way, folks. If you're not connected with Red Boswell, be sure to do that. So as always, I'm going to leave you with a quote. And I tell you what, Red, this is a quote by an unknown party. So I think you and I could probably take claim for it. It goes like this: the dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. So folks, thanks so much for joining me today on VIBEcast. I appreciate you finding some time out of your busy day. And until we meet again, go out and join the vibe.
That's a wrap for this episode of the VIBEcast. We hope you've been inspired and empowered on your entrepreneurial journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on all your favorite platforms to stay connected with the Vibe community.